Hello, I'm Kristen and this is Kristen Craves Books. If you can't tell by the title, by my shirt, and by my mug, I'm going to be sharing my Great Gatsby collection today. I'm just going to put this mug back here. I don't know what it is about the Great Gatsby that I feel a connection to. I think it's one of the first classics that I read for fun that made me realize that classics are accessible and can be enjoyable outside of the classroom. So I think that is a big reason why I really have a passion for the Great Gatsby. I know there's better classics out there. It hasn't aged as well as some others, but I do have a special attachment to it. So I do have quite a few editions. If you see my previous video, I shared my Pride and Prejudice collection, and I do have more of those. But these are the two books that I have multiple editions of. So I'm just going to get right into the books. And the first one here might actually be my favorite because I just love all these editions from Chiltern. This is a small little edition and it's got gold gilded edges and it just screams Art Deco to me. So this is just so beautiful and it's so well made, and you can find these at HomeSense and Winners for very reasonably priced. So I'm just one of my favorites. I leave this on top of my stack because I think it's just so stunning. And then I have two from Arcturus Press, and they're a bit of a mystery. I looked online but I haven't found much information about them. And this one here, actually, I know that I got it in 2011 because the receipt was still in here. And I got it for $8, so I'm sure the price was a big reason why I bought this. But I also really think the artwork is unique here. Obviously, this is Daisy. And if you look under the dust jacket, it's just the same printed underneath. So for $8, I think that is a good buy. And I kind of like that it's a bit of a mystery and doesn't seem to be available anymore. So love that one. Then I just have a paperback from the same publisher, and again it's got Daisy on the cover. It's just a very thin volume paperback, and I'm sure I got this for a reasonable price as well. And I'm a sucker for an illustrated cover. Any of this Art Deco stuff I love, so that's a great one. Now, I'm not somebody who enjoys movie tie-in editions. I know many of us book lovers do not like them, but this is the one exception. This is the movie cover for the version with Leonardo DiCaprio, and I have loved Leonardo DiCaprio since I was a kid, so of course I had to have this cover. And actually, one second, let me grab something. I'm sure many of us remember Scholastic book fairs. I was 9 years old when this came out, and I bought it at a Scholastic book fair. I'm sure my parents gave me money thinking I would buy something a bit more appropriate, a bit more like a chapter book or something, but no, I went for a book all about Leonardo DiCaprio, his movies, and I think they talk about his girlfriends in here. So yes, this is what I was picking up at the Scholastic book fair as a 9-year-old. And I just kept this. I found this not that long ago, and I kept it because I thought that was quite funny. And still love Leonardo DiCaprio, so of course I needed the movie tie-in version of The Great Gatsby. This one was actually a Christmas present a couple years ago, and it's one of my most prized possessions because I think it's such a stunning edition, and it is a vintage classic edition of The Great Gatsby, obviously. And I'm loving the green. I love the Art Deco. There's something so subtly beautiful about this one. And if we'll look under the dust jacket once again, just gray under here, but the end pages are really pretty, and there's just something really appealing about this vintage classics edition. Next, we have one that I actually showed in my most recent book haul, and this is the Great Gatsby Illustrated Edition, and this is by Black Dog and Leventhal Publishers, and it's illustrated by Adam Simpson, and it's just so stunning. I love the green light on here. I'm loving all the gold. It's really beautiful in the back, and the illustrations just add to the reading experience. I'm going to reread this book again soon, and this will be the copy that I read because it's just so pretty. So I know that there's another illustrated edition. It's either out or coming out soon, so I'd really like to get to that. But this one's so pretty. Then we have another one of my favorite versions, and this is by MP&M Publishing, and it's one of that material that's really soft and feels nice but collects a lot of dust, but it's just so stunning. I love the Daisy illustration again, the gold foil in here. I think it's so easy to create a really beautiful edition of The Great Gatsby, giving the content in here and the era that it's set in. There's something so appealing to me about the 20s. So the end pages are gorgeous, of course, because I just love Art Deco, and another prized possession here. Now, I talked about these editions in my Pride and Prejudice video because they're so affordable, but they look more expensive than they are. And these are the Paper Mill Classics. I think I own, you might be able to see, here they are. Here's a few of the ones that I have. But this one might be my favorite because of the gold and the silver and what they did with the champagne glasses on here. I just think this is so pretty, and I think I got it for $10 at Homestead. So I'm always on the lookout for these because they're affordable, but they're beautiful, and I love the way that they all look together. This was actually my first read of 2021, and it is the graphic novel version of The Great Gatsby. And once again, I think there's another edition of this that came out recently because The Great Gatsby actually went into public domain this year, so we're going to get a lot of retellings. I know there's one, is it called The Chosen One? I'm going to leave a link to some of the ones that I found down below because I'm so looking forward to getting all of the Great Gatsby retellings. And we're also getting some of the graphic novels, which is so exciting. So this one I really, really liked. I love the color palette. There's something about the mood that this creates, and this is like an iconic moment here. And I like the illustrations. The only thing is it was kind of difficult to tell the men apart, but it was a really fun way to start a new year. Nothing special under the dust jacket, but a beautiful graphic novel. I'm really getting into graphic novels of classic novels, so this is a great one. Now I'm on my last one. You know what I'm just realizing? I don't have a version with this picture on it. That's on my shirt, this classic version that everybody has. I don't know why I don't actually have a copy of that, so that's interesting. But this one, I think this might be the most beautiful edition. This is a Canterbury Classic. I love these Canterbury Classics, and I own only 4 of them, I think, and they're all beautiful, but by God, this is by far my favorite. The detail on this is stunning. Look at her dress, the green light here, even the back, beautiful. There's Gatsby with the green light. This is just so stunning. I'm a sucker for a gold edge. The end papers, very Art Deco. This is just so beautiful. And obviously this is the Gatsby and some of his other works because the Gatsby is small and this is hefty, but I just find this so beautiful. So happy to have this on my shelves. One of the most beautiful books I own, for sure. So that's it. Those are all the copies I have of The Great Gatsby. If I had to pick a favorite, it's this one. I also love the Chiltern Edition. This one's right up there as, well, it's upside down. This one is right up there as a favorite. And of course, I gotta give a shout out to the illustrated version. Obviously, I am a huge fan of gold foil, so gotta give a little shout out to the Paper Mill because affordable gold foil fits in nicely with these more expensive versions. So yeah, it was really fun to do this and look back on these because I just keep them stacked over there, but it's nice to peruse them every once in a while. And I'm sure I'll slowly add to this collection as I find them because you can find classics for reasonable prices. So if you have any editions of The Great Gatsby or you know of any that you think I need to take a look at, please let me know because I'm always on the hunt for them. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you so much for your time as always, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.